Because so much effort was put into developing Rolex, the most prominent watch brand in the world. Each and every one of the company's timepieces is constructed to last a lifetime. There is currently no other watch brand in the world that can compete with this one because it has become the industry standard for luxury timepieces. Investing in a Rolex is the best choice you can make if you're looking for a reliable and accurate watch over the long term. Although you might have to use some of your funds to purchase them, it will be money well spent because they are so valuable. That is why for today's video, we're going to talk about 7 new Rolexes released on the market this year. Who knows, you might find your next Rolex purchase here. Welcome to Lux Life, and when it comes to luxury and lifestyle, we've got you covered. But before we begin, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Now, let's start. Number 7. Rolex Air-King. Price $7,400. A preview trailer for Rolex's upcoming watches was released, and they looked like they could fly. The Air-King has a unique section in the Rolex collection thanks to its athletic crown guard and oyster casing. The new Air-King appears to be a well-rounded product and a genuine pilot's watch. Despite its distinctive dial and some minor tweaks and upgrades, Rolex began by showcasing its GMT watch before it revealed a new dial and crown protectors for its unheralded Aircraft King. According to Rolex, the updated dial's more symmetrical digit layout is responsible for the watch's enhanced visual appeal. Number 6. Rolex GMT-Master II. Price $10,550. For the first time, Rolex is producing a timepiece suitable for a lefty to wear. The crown, the date, the screen, and the Cyclops magnifier can all be found on the left. The GMT-Master's two-tone bezels are iconic in the watch industry, and with this, Rolex produces a new GMT that comes in a striking green and black color. Rolex could have easily listened to its dedicated clientele and chosen a bezel style from among the many available options. Although green is a trendy color right now, no one predicted that Rolex would make this switch. Number 5. Rolex Datejust. Price $12,000. The practice of using colorful decorations to adorn the dials of Rolex's Datejust watches has become a tradition that has been carried on. Datejust wrist watches, manufactured in the year 2022, use diamond pistils as their primary adornment as opposed to the palm fronds that were prevalent on the ones produced in the previous year. The bezels of the olive green and silver variations each feature 46 diamonds of a brilliant cut set into them. However, the bezel of the blue dial variety has flutes, which is a more traditional design. Do you also love Rolex watches? What is your favorite timepiece from the brand? Let us know in the comments below. Number 4. Rolex Deepsea. Price $17,800. One of Rolex's most rugged divers watches, the Deepsea was developed specifically for use in extreme underwater environments. It can dive to a depth of 3,900 meters and features a rotating bezel that rotates every 60 minutes. It's the same Deepsea we've seen before in some respects. It has an outside track ring lock symbol and is 44 millimeters in diameter. The material is stainless steel. Both a blue gradient dial version and a black dial version are available. For the sapphire crystal to fit, Rolex shortened the bezel. Number 3. Rolex Lady-Datejust. Price $22,500. This 18-karat white gold oyster perpetual timepiece has a presidential bracelet and a face adorned with pink opal and diamonds for a truly luxurious appearance. The latest iteration of the Rolex Lady-Datejust is nearly impossible to screw up. Thanks to the rose gold crown, diamond hour markers, and stainless steel components, it has a distinctive, elegant, and feminine appearance. All Rolex rose gold watches use the Evros alloy. Its proprietary alloy is indestructible in any environment. A distinctive feature of Rolex watches is the 5-link Jubilee bracelet. Number 2. Rolex Day-Date 40. Price $57,000. A fluted bezel crafted from platinum makes the new Day-Date 40 950 a first for Rolex. The watch is now offered in 18-karat yellow gold. The fluted bezel of this 40mm timepiece is made of gold. The 3255 caliber self-winding mechanism gives the timepiece a sense of class and refinement. Many well-known guys choose Rolex timepieces because they are both handsome and functional. According to Rolex, the Day-Date 40 was already an exceptionally well-respected timepiece. By reinterpreting the meaning of that statement in this manner, Rolex has set a higher standard. Number 1. Rolex Yacht-Master 42, price $72,000 US. This is a sailing watch with a 42mm face and a bezel that can be turned in both directions. It also looks great on land. It has a face made of black ceramic and a case made of 18-karat white gold. This watch winds itself, and because it's from the Oyster collection, it can stand up to water. As with other professional Rolex watches, this one has a chroma light display that makes it easier to read when there isn't much light. The bezel shows both the time, the day, and the date. If you ever decide to buy a watch, be careful of fake watches that are being sold all over the market. These days, imitation timepieces are getting to the point where they are almost indistinguishable from the real thing. A fake Rolex's second hand will pause at each second marker rather than going in a smooth and continuous motion. This indicates that the watch uses a quartz movement rather than an automatic movement, which Rolex is unable to produce at this time. If you are interested in purchasing a pre-owned watch, we recommend that you do it through a trustworthy vendor. The value of Rolex watches and other high-end timepieces continues to rise, making them an increasingly attractive investment option. Even though the vast majority of these watches have higher prices than the average person is prepared to spend, the fact that they are able to maintain or even rise in value over time contributes to their value. The fluctuating relationship between supply and demand is the primary factor that ensures the value of luxury watch brands like Rolex and others like them. As a result of the fact that certain models are only produced for a short time, the demand for those models increases when production of those models ceases. As a consequence, the cost of the timepieces has increased as well. The demand for these watches is so high that the supply can't keep up with it. Since Rolex has no plans to increase the number of watches they make in the near future, the shortage will only worsen. The cycle of watches getting rarer and more expensive only makes die-hard watch fans and collectors love the brand and certain watches much more. If you enjoy this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, click subscribe, and hit the notification bell to receive updates on our latest videos. Also, feel free to leave us a comment if you want to watch more videos. Head on over to our channel to see more from Lux Live. See you!